Hello everybody, my name is Mind and welcome back to the Aeroteam YouTube channel. And today we've got another server showcase video, and this one is much more specific compared to the broader ones that we've been doing. We're going to be checking out a very specific build, and that is Mars Walmart. If you'd like to introduce yourself really quickly.
What's up, world? I'm MarEpor. I built this Walmart. Took like 3 months, and I'm proud of it. So I will be showing you around my Walmart.
Exactly. And he's done an excellent job on this thing, and we're basically just going to be taking you guys around on a tour of it. Now this thing is in 1-to-1, correct?
Correct.
And where exactly is it located? Because this is a real Walmart.
The real Walmart. I can tell you the address. It's 301 Ranch Drive, Milpitas, California.
Sweet.
I believe.
And you said this took about 3 months to make?
Around 3 months.
All
July,
right.
August, September. I mean, like 4 or 5 months actually.
Anyway, and this is built using the Aeroteam 2.0 resource pack, which has brought a lot of cool things with it. But anyway, we can get started with this tour. So we're out here in the front in the parking lot, as you can see here. And you've got a bit of a road that goes around over here, and then it's just the parking lot on this side.
Yes.
Okay, how exactly did you decide to fill up the parking lot with all these cars? Because that just seems like it's such a tedious thing to do.
Like, how did I decide where cars should go to?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I decided to give these cars a bit of a human touch by making more cars parked towards the actual building, and maybe make them parking towards the shade more too, so they're not just like randomly placed to. Yeah, you notice that. So
yeah, now that you point that out, I notice it a lot, and it just helps it look a lot more realistic.
Exactly, yeah, because I don't think you would want to park like very far away from the building, So you want to park up close. So just to keep it more, more lifelike, more realistic, I guess.
And the other things in the parking lot that you'll tend to notice is actually the trees. And a lot of people don't do their own trees, but you have.
Yep.
Is there any specific skills that you've got for trees? Because these are actually pretty good, especially for 1-to-1.
Skills. I just randomly place leaf blocks around and hope they look good. I view it from every angle, make sure nothing looks very off per se.
You're trying to make the trees from real life, though. They're not just random copy and paste it.
No. I try to base it off of what the actual trees look like. I didn't just make a stock tree and paste it everywhere.
Okay. Yep, that makes a lot of sense, especially for a build like this. And then the other things that you might notice in the parking lot as we go around it too is your use of the stair blocks to sort of get arrows and everything. Now, what was your reasoning? So you use normal full blocks for stuff like the outlines of the parking spots, but how come you decided to use the stairs for stuff like these arrows?
Well, normally I had the arrows 2 blocks and then really didn't show anything, so I decided to do some world edit trickery and use these stairs things. And as for the parking lots, well, it didn't really come across my mind to use stairs until just now. But then I really got really far into it, and I thought it already looked fine as is. So I thought it was all right to just keep these as full blocks. So and also I think it look cleaner compared to doing something this all the time.
Yeah, you're right. It does look cleaner here, and just the little use here makes sense. But anyway, we can continue. And I also love the way you've done the lights, just right here, especially with the use of the trapdoors, because everyone always likes to use actual lighted blocks when they're doing lights, and you've just ignored it completely. You're just like, I'm going for the looks here, no function whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then round here, we can come to the side and start looking more at the Walmart itself. So it's not a super Walmart, is it?
No, it's a Walmart Supercenter.
Oh, it is a supercenter. Okay. So that's why you also have the auto repair center and then also the garden center. correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And so around the front, you have the entrance, which is back over there, and we'll take a look at that later. But around this side, you have the garden center and the auto center. And one thing I wanted to check out really quickly is your use right here of the stripped out log blocks for the path. Now, is it this color in real life, or did you do this because you didn't want the whole thing to just be white?
Yeah, I just didn't want the whole thing to be white. I tried to do it where it's all stairs, but I didn't think it looked that good.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, it looked very odd. But like, if you come over here, you can see that these tiny blocks right here, I just use stairs instead of the your texture up there. So I just thought it looked better when it's in the smaller,
But when it's in the
arrangement,
big,
not
when
too
it's
loud.
really big, it just looks weird.
Yeah, it's more like when it's smaller, it's more of a subtle thing compared to these really long stripes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then you managed, especially on the exterior of this thing, to get basically all the details in, which not a lot of people do, but you've got stuff like the security cameras and just like random buttons and vents along the side. Now,
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a question. When you were building this, was your idea originally, did you originally build the shell and then you did the details, or did you sort of add the details on as you went?
I think I just built it and then I ran around, added details separately.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure. Yeah.
that makes sense.
But a few times I like built and added details at the same time. It's really just random how I'm feeling, and So.
And then around here, you've got, which I actually like this quite a bit. This is a 1-to-1 truck. Is it a specific one?
It is a specific one, but I forgot the model name.
That's okay. That's
So,
okay. Morales might make fun of you for that, but I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah.
And so you've got a couple of these. So you've got the truck here, and then what I thought was super, super cool is the trailer over here, back in the cargo loading bay. And what you did was you put it on a slope, which just adds so much detail. Did this take a lot of time to do? I feel like this was very time consuming just to do that.
The actual truck part, or just the floor.
The angled truck on a slope.
The angled truck. Well, the fact that it's already like the floor is already on an angle and all that, it gave me more of a guide to make it, so it wasn't too difficult. But it wasn't again, it wasn't very easy to make at the same time. Yeah.
And then let's not skip this part, is the garden center over here, and then the automotive center over here. And that sort of leads me into a question of, because you've been building this and there's not necessarily great photos and everything of something like the garden center or the automotive center back here, I wanted to ask, how exactly did you get all the references to build something like this?
Well, actually, I was lucky enough to find like a few photos that was taken outside of like right around here, which you can get a little peek of the interior of. So I mean, that could actually kind of pinpoint a few details here and there. But then also I looked at other reference images too, so I could kind of morph my own creation if there really was no other photo per se.
Okay, sweet. Now we'll come back to the auto center later when we go through the interior, but we can continue our tour around the outside. So is this how it is in real life, where they've just got junk piling up on the side?
Yep. I try to capture the chaoticness that is Walmart.
And then you've got it closed off in here, and then you've got another one over here.
Yep,
very nice.
That's exactly how it is.
And then you've done the trees all the way around, and I assume from what we talked about earlier is each one of these trees is custom, and it's based off of the real one in real life, correct?
Yeah, like you look at each of one tree, just try to pinpoint little key things, maybe like a leaf is sticking out here, so I try to capture that, stuff like that.
That seems very, very time consuming.
Yep, but it looks better than the same trees in a line, so.
That is very true. And then you also did a bit of terraforming here, and you've done a bit around the sides of the Walmart as well. So I assume there is actually a hill here, and that's just what you've started it.
Yes, yeah, there's quite a hill here. Yep.
And then continuing along the back, it gets a bit more industrial through here. And what do you have? You have, what is this here? Is this like a air conditioning unit?
I'm not exactly sure. I'd assume it's some sort of a generator of some sort.
Oh yeah,
so,
probably.
yeah.
Probably. And then there's loads of vents along the exterior here, isn't there?
Wait, where?
Are these vents? What exactly are these?
I think these are just. I'm not actually sure. I think these are vents. Yeah, I believe they're vents.
Or are they drainage for the roof? That's what I always thought they were originally.
Yeah, it beats me honestly. They look like some sort of vents or some sort, just because of its plastic material, or just the material it's made out of. Yeah. No, that's nothing like sturdy or whatever.
Fair enough. Also, I appreciate your use of actually doing the wall panels. A lot of people don't do is they would just do the whole thing out in the clay, but you've actually taken the time to do the white concrete, which just adds detail, and it just makes it look that much better.
Yep, I did all that.
Very nice. And then there's a bit more here. I assume this is some like electrical unit thing. And then exit door right here. And then around here, what do we have? It's just a random wall. That's different.
This wall right here?
The gray one right here. It just changes.
This, yeah, it's just for cosmetics, yeah.
Classic. And that basically comes around to the other side, and this is basically a big giant blink wall with a couple of doors and security cameras, and then more parking lots.
Yep.
So that's basically it for the actually we have the roof to go over, and you've spent a lot of time on this roof, and I went on to Google to check this roof, and it looks pretty spot on. So they actually have solar panels on top, correct?
Yep, these are solar panels.
And everyone does their solar panels differently in Minecraft, if you've noticed. Some people just do slabs, some people use the daylight sensor block, but you use the blue stained glass. What was your reason for that? Do you think that looked a bit more realistic?
Yeah, just from a distance, it really gave that like solar panel electric look to it. And yeah, I spent like a solid like 10, 15, 20 minutes coming up with a design, and then I ended up just coming across this with the, because I wanted to find something that was blue with a like a light outline around it.
Yeah.
And I thought this was like literally the best thing I could find in this texture pack.
Well, it works. And then you also have just air conditioning units that run along everywhere, and vents that connect everything. Pretty simple, but it does look good, and people should learn from this, because I do notice not everyone decides to include the details and units and everything on roofs, and it's just like you could add so much detail to your build, and it would make it look so much better. But anyway, we can come to the front. A bit more of those crosswalks that we talked about earlier. And then the front, you actually managed to spell out Walmart. How long did that take you?
I don't remember. This is probably one of the first details I've added in this build, so I made it quite a while ago. And I guess it took like 20 minutes around, I'd say.
But for as much time as it took for something so small, it does look super, super good. And then there's another,
really proud how it came out.
Yeah. And then there's the American flag, and I love the way you've done the American flag, using the resource pack with the jungle sign to get the red, white, and blue stripes. That's something I've not actually seen before, and might be an idea I want to take for another build, because that's really cool. And then it's sort of just some plants around here. And then the main entrance. Now, you were talking about on Google how it was different from the way it is in real life. Isn't all of this painted a different color in Google?
Yeah, it has more of like a brown like theme to it. I really like it a lot, but like this color more represents like what Walmart is and everything, so that's why I like this one a lot.
And we'll see, and that's how it is in the reference pictures that you have of it. It's closer to a blue. Okay, so clearly Google's outdated, right? And they've just not put it in. Anyway, we can start off with the interior-ish right over here. And this is something I love that you included, is you included one-to-one shopping carts with mine carts and little gates, jungle gates. And these just look so cute and hilarious for Minecraft. It's just something, and it just adds to the detail. Now,
Yeah.
you place these around inside. My question for you then is, you did the shopping carts. How come you didn't include little people? Was that just going to be too time consuming?
Maybe. I mean, like, it's just like the idea of having people frozen in time kind of sounded weird to
Weird,
me
yeah.
personally. Yeah,
Okay,
having frozen shopping
that makes
carts sounded
lots of
more
sense.
sense. Yeah.
Anyway, with that out of the way, that's the exterior, and we can continue on with this tour into the interior. So you have sort of the classic double door thing that Walmart does with, and then the
Yeah.
shopping cart pickup center there, and then it's also got the address on the right with your start date and your finish date, where you started June 4th and finished October 24th. You know, I really wish I did this when I started building Anfield, but anyway, that's something I can't go back and fix. Now we can continue on, and this thing is massive, especially for 1-to-1, and you did the entire interior. Did
Everything.
you leave a spot left undone where you couldn't get a reference, or was the
Nope.
whole thing just completed?
Whole thing. Like, up to the point, if I saw one gap, I would like, try to improvise and just put something there. So one empty gap.
With this interior, you did basically the whole thing, and
Yep.
This is actually, is it your local one, or is it one that's just close to you?
It's the closest one to me. So.
Okay. And you came here on a few occasions just to get pictures of the interior, didn't you?
Yeah, 5. I think I made like 5 trips here.
That is amazing, and that shows some dedication to making a build. Now, I've got a question for you. Was it awkward when you were going around taking pictures of this Walmart?
Oh man! Where do I start? People are just looking at me weirdly. But oh well. What it is, I'm not gonna see them again. So.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, you basically got every single detail in, from every single post that connects up to the ceiling, and even the signs. And I love the way that you've done the signs with the banners that run along. That's so creative. Now, what was the reason for using the trapdoors on the ceilings rather than just leaving it blank?
It's mainly because of the solar panels right here. Like you see over here, it's like all black, and I thought it looked really ugly. So I decided to just cover trapdoors, and it wasn't just the solar panels. It was also like as you can see, the other details, like this right here, like the smooth stone and all that. I just didn't think it looked that nice, so I thought I'd just cover all trapdoors, and it looks a lot nicer.
That makes lots of sense. So you know this place better than I do. So what is this section over here? Is this the?
This is the grocery. Like this entire left side of the Walmart is mainly consisted of the food and edible stuff, basically.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So you just have groceries, and I assume this is a deli over here.
This is like it's been a while.
Hot, fresh, ready.
Like this here.
Okay. Oh, I love this so much. This detail here. You use some of the player heads, and I assume these are the little plastic bags that you can like pull out. And
that, and I think it's like the one you use to like measure how heavy it is, your bag.
Oh yeah.
I think I think it doubles as both, I believe.
Oh, that's something I've not noticed before, but that's actually super cool that you included that. Around here, you have more groceries, a few tables.
I believe this is more of a bakery area. Yeah.
Okay.
This is more of a bakery, I believe.
Yep. I've been in a few Walmarts. I think that is the bakery area. You got this is where the frozen foods and cheeses are, if I remember correctly.
I believe there's like meats over here.
Yeah, meats.
Frozen meats.
Also, you've put these around loads of places with the player heads, the packaging. Is this something that sort of your Walmart typically has, is where it's just got packaging in loads of places, or did you want to just include this to add a bit of interest and detail?
Well, there were just a lot of boxes on the floor in Walmart, like being just scattered around the floor, so I wanted to capture that too. I try to make it like not as perfect of a building by just making all these little imperfections of just like scattered boxes here and there.
Makes sense. That's very good. You've got you used quite a few banners everywhere to recreate everything, which takes a lot of time. And you used quite a few world edit tricks, didn't you?
Yeah, a lot of world edit went into here.
And what I love here is all of your labels. You've just got labels everywhere, and all of the different designs along the walls. These must have taken a while to make. These designs up here.
Yeah. I mean, actually, well, the sign part didn't take too long because I could just read what it said, so I just typed it there. But
like the art up here, I feel like that's something that would have been frustrating to me, at least.
Yeah, it was kind of hard, especially like being like a 2-block high thing with all this like how to make cupcakes and everything.
Yeah. Continuing here, you have this is where is it milk and all the other
dairy products.
Yeah, dairy products. There you go. And I love the way you managed to do this, where just like in real life, you can sort of see through back into the storage area. And that's exactly what you've done.
Yep.
And then here you have more packaging on the floor. And then you get sort of over, this is the clothing area, correct?
Yeah, I believe this one, like, this entire area of wood is clothing. Like, where it's under the spruce wood, and I believe that's all clothing.
Right. And you did a pretty good job of trying to get the clothing, like racks with the iron bars and everything.
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh, and you have the changing rooms over here, which are pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And you can go into them. Nice. And then continuing on, sort of just in the center here, you have the tech area in the back, correct?
Yeah, it's all like mostly all technology and like iPhones and computers, all that.
Sweet. I love going to this area at Walmart just because they often have quite a few or quite a few different types of tech on display, which you normally don't get to see all together in one place. So that's always nice. And then continuing along, you've sort of just got more racks of general Walmart stuff. I mean, how would you describe all of this area?
What I remember, it's like mainly a lot of like copy paper and movies. I think like a bunch of like baskets of movies and all that stuff.
Okay, very nice. And then coming along here, you've got more signs, and I love this trick with the banners hanging out. That's pretty cool. I've not seen that before.
Yeah, it's supposed to be those flags for like cars, that black and white. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I've not seen that before. And you've just got more of the general like Walmart interior design through here.
Yeah, I try to copy my reference as much as I can with these.
Very good. And then what is over here? This is sort of the pharmacy area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like mainly it's like care products for men and women,
Yeah.
You got like deodorant in here and all that.
And then here you have, is this the return area or is that over on the other side?
The return area is I believe it's this place right here. This is the service area. I believe you get your returns here. This little area.
And it's even got a bit of an interior too back here.
Yeah. There's not much you could do in here. It's like I see this little hole here. Yeah, that's literally all I got. So I just took that what I saw and just pasted it around here with my own imagination.
Okay. So you had to be creative with that. Very good.
Yep.
But at least you added it. A lot of people would just leave it empty. I would even leave something like that empty. But anyway, continuing, we have some vending machines there. And then sort of like a little store here, because Walmart does include other stores inside their own.
This is the vision center for glasses.
Okay. The vision center. Okay, that makes sense. And then are these restrooms over here?
No, this is like just storage. I'm not even sure what's in here, to be honest. It's the storage.
So you just added.
But in here is the electric room. In here, because I think the door I saw.
It was like something about leading to an electric room. So I just googled, grocery store electric rooms and made my best guess.
Hey, this is actually pretty cool though, to be fair, especially for a guess. And I like the way you've done the doors at least, to where you can walk through them using the sideways slabs. And then here, this is a
there's more and more storage.
Yeah,
Not
more
exactly sure
storage.
what's in here. So
this is, what is this here?
this is like the pharmacy right here.
Okay, so this is the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes lots of sense. So that's basically it for this bit of the Walmart. So we can go check out the sort of back door rooms and also the garden and auto care center. So we can go to, where do you want to go
stock
first?
room.
Let's
go to the stock rooms.
Now the stock rooms, I remember, didn't you ask someone for photos of stock rooms?
No, someone just left it. No, some worker left the door open, and it was like a great view of what it was inside. So try to capture what I did. I mean, most of it is just Google images, so what a stock room looks like. But then I got a few lucky times I got to see what it was inside in the Walmart.
Okay, nice. And is that a forklift?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this forklift.
That's cool. And then you've got exit doors there. And this is pretty messy. Is that generally how it is in real life?
I mean, from the images I saw. I mean, from like the actual stock rooms I saw, it was pretty messy, like in person. Yeah. So.
And I assume
try to capture the chaos.
Yeah. And this, I'm gonna guess, is this like where the forklift would be parked?
I don't know. I just generally made this like a don't park anything here or whatever. Maybe just for like maybe it could be a fire hazard or whatever.
Okay.
It's just a kind of like marked out area because I don't have enough of that, so I just added that there.
Sweet. And then at the back, which we forgot to show off real quick, is you have the unloading bays, and here it is unloading the truck. Now I've got a question. What is the reason for including the black stained glass in front?
Because since the truck out there is only too wide, you can't really add an interior. So then I didn't want people to look through just to see like a white wall.
Okay.
So I decided to just like black it out.
That makes sense. Anyway, since we've checked that out, we can continue much further back. And so, is this realistic then, where basically the entire stock room is all connected in the back?
I mean, in terms of design, I feel like it makes more sense instead of having it divided and all that.
Okay. And then really quickly, we can pop out for 1 second, and these are the restrooms, correct?
These are the restrooms.
Very nice.
I believe this is men's. Yep, men's. And the middle's the family bathroom. Can't add much. It's just one chair.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The other side's the women's bathroom. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep.
And then back into the storage rooms.
Yep.
You've just got more of the general stock and supplies. Now, you didn't go around copying and pasting these shelves.
No, I added these shelves, by my hand and all that.
Okay, that takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was quite time consuming. I don't like copying and pasting much, so.
No, I don't like it either. And that's what a lot of people can learn from that is don't copy and paste, because really in reality, things aren't every time the exact same thing, and they do have a lot of variations. So if you just, instead of copying and pasting and building every single one by hand, you can end up building in those variations. Anyway, here is the sort of dairy products area that we mentioned earlier. And it's really cool. You even included the ventilation up at the top.
Yeah.
Very nice. I'm surprised you even got that, because that's just like such an obscure thing to add. Anyway, continuing along. Basically more of the same stuff. And then this runs out into another room where you've got more storage.
Yeah, not exactly sure what was in here. Like, my only photo of this place was like, you can see like a sliver of it from right here, from where I'm standing. So not much. So again, had to improvise a little. Yeah, and got this.
Well, better than nothing. You did pretty good, to be fair, for not having much. And then is this sort of like the break room?
These are like lockers. I mean, like from like Walmart stockroom videos I've seen online. I noticed there's like lockers there, so
That makes
so I
sense.
like lockers. It's something that looks like this, and I decided like this. Like I didn't know what else to put here besides more storage, so I decided to make this the locker area.
Okay, yeah, that makes lots of sense. And then there's 2 doors here at the end, and these doors go out
through there, yeah.
to the sort of bread area. And then you also have through here, this is more of a kitchen area.
Yeah.
And were you able to get photos of this place?
From back here, from back here, no, I got no photos. Well, I mean, I remember looking at it, but then there's some crew, and there's some like employees there. I didn't want to get in trouble by them, so I just tried my best to mentally like memorize what it looked like.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's basically it for the interior of the main building, and then we can go take a look at the garden center and the auto center.
We go to the garden.
Now the garden place, I love. I love this place. Just the way you did it. It's so cool.
Yeah. This is like general, just like things you put outside, like outside decorations, like maybe like inflatable, like Santa, like things and whatever. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing one time. And like, there's barbecues here too, and so sunglasses, like a sunglasses rack, and what else? There's like one of these like, things that hold bottles. Right here, these, that hold the bottle, and ice. Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
Oh, coolers.
Coolers, yeah. All right, there's that. Yeah, a bunch of little other stuff on the shelves here and there.
And then out here you have all of the potted plants and everything.
Yeah, all the plants out here.
Which is all pretty nice.
Yeah, a bunch of other stuff they're selling to you back here as well. A few boxes here, because Walmart.
Oh, and then is there a checkout over here? Because I seem to remember some Walmarts do have like a checkout lane that's back here.
Yep, right here. There's a checkout here. I guess when I add it. Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Speaking of checkout, I think we might have actually missed the checkout earlier, so we might want to. I'm gonna run back.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. You've just got loads of lanes here, and then the self checkout over here. And I love the way the self checkout looks, just with everything running up into the ceiling. It just looks so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Auto Center is the last thing we can show off. So it's closed right now, but we're gonna go in anyway.
Alright. This is like, the check-in area, I guess. I don't have a car, so I'm not exactly sure how this works. So there's stuff going on here, and I assume this is some sort of office for like managing and whatever. I don't know what else could be in there. And there's just an exit down there, because in real life there's a door there, so I assume it's some sort of like emergency exit.
Okay, that makes sense.
A water fountain, and I could enter through this door.
Now I've got a question. Did you ever try sort of walking back here to check out what it looked like?
No, because I was worried I was gonna get in trouble. I really didn't want to get in trouble for the sake of a build.
Yeah. I understand that. And then you've got more storage here, and cars being worked on over here.
The Cybertruck.
Oh, you got a Cybertruck. I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And you basically, the way you did the interior for this, as you mentioned earlier, is you just had reference pictures from outside with the garage doors open, and you basically just tried your best.
Also one from inside as well.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's cool.
It was like from here, from where I am. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet. Well, that's basically it. Is there anything else that we need to show off on your amazing build?
I believe that's really it. Yeah, not much else. There's a bunch of Easter eggs if you want to go and find it. If you
are there?
The server. Yeah, a bunch of Easter eggs.
Oh,
sweet. Go and find it.
We might have to do that at some point.
Yeah.
But anyway, we can take one last look around this amazing build. And if you guys are still watching, you guys do need to come and check out his plot, which would just be /ph MarEpor. and he'd come here, and he's got sort of a map of his whole plot, because he's got some amazing builds. He's got an In-N-Out, some other stores. He's working on a McDonald's over there. You might have seen the World Trade Center in the previous, or in the server showcase, and he's just got loads of amazing builds, and is a very talented builder. Anyway, if that's it, do you have any final thoughts or any comments to make?
No, not really. I believe that's really all I wanted to show off in this build. So.
All right, sweet. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I'd like to thank Mar for taking his time out of his day to come along and record this, and I also like him to thank him for building such an amazing creation on our server. Anyway, guys, my name is Mind. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode, or the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.